Alright, I done arrived in McCader at the Josh and McCader's house, and I'm still alive. Here he is right there. Say hi, Josh.
Hi, Josh.
Anyway, I had something I've been wanting to give him for a while, and since I just showed up, I thought I'd bring him out here and put it right to him. So, and I thought I'd memorialize this moment because it's kind of a big deal. I think it's kind of a big deal, you know. Yeah, I might think it's a big, might not think it's a big deal, but I think it's kind of a big deal.
Can you hold the camera?
No, because you got to hold what I'm about to give you.
Oh.
We start with that. You need this to get into it. I don't know, you being a Marine and all, seems like it's something you ought to have.
Well, you wrapped it up good.
Well, I did. I didn't want it rattling around in the back of the car.
If it's a Harley Davidson, I'm really impressed that you got it to fold down so flat. If it's a two-car garage, it'd be very impressive that you got it folded down so flat.
Yeah.
It feels like a knife. Okay. It's a bayonet. Right on. It's that bayonet, Granddaddy's gun.
There you go.
Sweet.
There's the rest of it.
Awesome. How about that?
How about that?
Bloody road.
Hmm.
I'm sure my neighbors ain't out here in the subdivision. They'll look at me funny. Uh-oh, he's unwrapping weaponry in the driveway.
Bad enough he's got a hot rod, now he's got guns over there.
More guns. Speaking of which, I just seen something from Chris up there in Connecticut, and he said that if you're driving through Connecticut, look him up. You can adopt him another son. He's big into weaponry. He'll probably watch this and go, "Hey, that's me!"
Yeah.
Very cool.
There you go.
Very, very cool. You know, there's certain things you come across in your life and you think, if that could tell a story,
Yeah.
this is one of those things.
Well, a lot of the stories that one would tell would be on me, actually. You'll notice my initials carved into here.
Yeah.
I'll show you a little bit about how this works. Obviously, this bolt action. If you pull this pin out, the bolt comes all the way out, you know, for purposes of cleaning and such as that. And this little thing down here is where I think originally there was probably a spring in there that pushed the bullets into place. Of course, you got this handy down inside. Awesome.
Now, when you were younger, did you ever fire it?
I've never fired it. I've never been fired since I came home from the war. Missing a bolt here. This peg is supposed to release this, after it does.
Okay.
It's
For cleaning.
Cleaning rod, yeah. And of course the bayonet goes right on there. And you can tell by looking at it, it's pretty rough.
I can just imagine as a boy you played rough with it.
Oh, we drug it all. Me and my brother, we drug it all around and shot things with it. I think I probably tried to refinish it once, but basically then I sanded the surface off it, and then I didn't like that, so I tried to, you know, do it back, and it didn't look good. So I basically ruined it. But
Very cool.
I don't think it matters. That, you know, at this point, it was a gun that Granddaddy brought home after the war. I just felt like you ought to have it.
Very cool.
Really, you have it now than find it with a lot of other junk after I croaked over. No, I go
Set up like this? Okay.
You gotta get that and the barrel lined up together. It doesn't fit on there real good. When it does, see this thing right here? When it does fit on there, that locks it on. And I haven't tried to force this down on there because probably if you clean this up and all.
Probably got burrs and stuff.
Yes, little rust holes and stuff like that.
What, can you imagine this in the war, something coming at you like this?
Well, you know, I read online that those guns were generally taller. Once you put the bayonet on there, they were generally taller than a Japanese soldier.
Yeah.
So they were, you know.
They did that for a reason, so they could reach them from a further distance.
And my dad's army buddy, David Parrish up in Tennessee, he's got one of those, but his is a sniper rifle. So the barrel on his is about another 2 foot longer, and it's really huge. You know?
Very cool. Very cool. Thank you.
Okay then.
Okay.